Hey, welcome to H&H Express model nscale trains. So how is everybody doing? Sorry for the delay. There was a problem with the routing. But everything should be back up now. So let me know in the chat so I can see if everything is okay. But how is everybody doing? So let's see who is all in the chat. Let me look it up. I see Lee from Enfield Road, layout in the loft. Welcome, Lee. I see Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider. Welcome, Anthony. I see Finneton Central Model Railway. Andy from Hot Dog Pilot Andy. John Beniki. Mick92. I see Diano from Model Railway Shed Diano. Of Dino. Mums and Sons Rail Trains. Hello, Tammy and Ray. Welcome to the stream. I see Peter Jackson from the Chettle Heat. So welcome everybody. So if everything goes all right, you should have me now in your display. So just let me know how it is going. Just let me enlarge the chat window a little bit so I can see it better. Because I'm using I'm currently using Prism Live. I thought I'm gonna test it to see if this helps a little bit better when working remote. Because as you can see here in the background, I am in my caravan, and I have here the second layout behind me. So you should be able to see that. And what we're gonna do, well, the title already explains it. We're gonna install some snap switches, and I did some testing this afternoon if everything worked, and it worked, but it seems that my router had an issue with the DNS, so I needed to correct that one. So let me see, did anybody else come in? Okay, sound and vision is okay. Thank you, Peter. So that's good to see, and hopefully there is not much lag. I have my phone here to watch it as well, just to be safe, but I put the sound off. So, but that looks good. So hopefully it stays up a little bit longer than I had last week with the live stream. So as usual, we go a little bit over the live streams, and we have on Sundays Wacky Weekend with Artie and Anthony. So Artie from Oz America and Anthony from Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider, at 1 a.m. British summertime. We have Hot Dog Pilot Andy at 1 p.m. We have Dave Swindon Junction at 2 p.m. Then Enfield Road, so Lee from Enfield Road layout in the loft at 5 p.m. We have Anil Reynolds at Buckley Junction at 9 p.m. On the Monday, we have Sidetrack Sunday at 2 a.m. British summertime. Jennifer E. Kirk at 7 p.m. And I saw that Barnabas Junction did his live stream, moved his live stream, so I'm gonna move this one over as well. So on Tuesday we have Dundas Junction Off Track Monday at 1 a.m. Humanity Junction, that would be heat at 2 a.m. Barnabas Junction was at 6 p.m., but he announced that he was going to do that on the Thursday. And then I am at 7 p.m. British Summertime. On the Wednesdays, we have On Track Tuesday, which is at midnight British Summertime. And Trains in the Attic at 8 p.m. On the Thursday, we have New Tracks Modeling at 12 a.m. Cab Crew at 1 a.m. Dave from the Crooked River Eastern Railroad at 2 p.m. We have Donegal Dad Rail at 7:30 p.m. and Jason from Barnabas Junction is going to do that at 6 p.m. if I'm correct. Then on Friday we have the Third Rail Thursday at 1 a.m. Steve Childers, the Retirement Railroad at 4:30 p.m. And then we have Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, the Merklin Outsider at 8:30 p.m. on the Friday. And on Saturday we have BNSF 6951, that would be Uncle Vinny at 2 a.m. We have Back on Track at 3 p.m. And as mentioned, hello Sean, GWR Buckley Junction, welcome to the stream. So if anybody knows a little bit more about other live streams, just let me know. Put them in the comments below this video or below this live stream, and I will add him to it. So, well, at least thank you all for joining. Let me see if I can make this. Can I make this bigger? I'm gonna remove that one. Okay, so here we are. So let me see. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you the live stream at the bottom. I did some changes. As mentioned, I moved from OBS to Prism for this live stream, and I'm still setting it up correctly. So I'm not able to put it as a lower third on the comments. So let me see, did I miss anything? Have to, okay, let me see. No, that's it. I hope he doesn't call it YouTube Thursday. Oh, that would be for Barnabas Junction. I see Finnerton Central Model Railway added that one. I don't know. Let's see how he names it. So, but yeah, so I did some setup with the cameras. So I have here a overhead camera. I have here the node, which is going to control my snap switches, which are over here. So at the bottom of your screen, you see the total layout. Unfortunately, not all the cameras are working. I didn't have the powered hub with me, otherwise more cameras would be installed. I know it's a little bit dark over here where the track is, but that should be fine for now. So yeah, what we're gonna do today, and I actually want to add one screen to it, but it failed. So let me go to the overhead camera, as you can see. So here is the overhead camera, so you see it a little bit closer. I have here some relay boards, 2 relay boards. I have here an Arduino Nano, which is configured as a node, which is connected to my JMRI system. And let me see if I now have the source back, because that one wasn't working. Go to properties. Nope, it doesn't tell me that it is there, so I need to make a different capture. So let me create that one first. My song is playing. Which song? Oh, the song is still playing. Ah. It should be going off shortly. I just I can't hear Scott the headphone. I'm listening to my phone at this moment. Now it should be all gone. I hope this is better. Can you hear me? Nope. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reporting that, Dean. Thank you for that. Let me see if I'm gonna add a screen share. A capture of JMRI. Oh, JMRI. So you should be able to see that. Let me immediately fix that one in fit to screen. So that would be better. Let me make this one a little bit smaller. Nope. So this should be it. So now you have the layout overview, including the let me see if that works. Yeah, including the turnouts. So, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do you stick to your okay, Sion ask a question. Hi, do you stick to your track plans only cause everyone I made I never stuck to? Well, I'm trying to do that with the second layout. The original layout at my house, I created a track plan and I added a lot of information to it. So first of all, I wanted to have a lower part underneath the original deck with some helixes. So I created 2 helixes, and the helixes would go down and one helix would go up, connecting to the main track. And then I had a staging yard or a shadow station underneath the track. That was my original plan for the layout at my house. But after a while, and after I created the helixes, I placed the helixes underneath the table, and the problem was you can see here, for example, this is not that high. But if you're looking at a train, let me grab one. So I hope you can see it. So this locomotive needs to go below this track. And if you have this height already, it needs to be below this one too. So you need to travel what is it? 3 inches, 3 or even 4, no 3, definitely 3 inches lower, that the train can travel underneath that supporting beam. But if you have only 3 feet of space where you can do the decline, then you are not able to get 3 inches below this board. So that was my mistake. So what I thought, you know what, I'm gonna add the shadow station next to the main track, make it separate from the board. So, and then I thought, okay, well, now I have the shadow station, but I don't have a staging yard. You know what? I'm gonna add another section to my plan. So I added the staging yard beside the shadow station as well. And I took everything, so the helixes were taken apart, and actually the rails I use here on my second layout. So it's always an evolving, and track plans can also be no. Hello, Tom. By the way, I did not see you coming in. Welcome to the stream, Tom, from Tom Houston's Model Rail. Your trains can't handle a 1-inch 12 gradient. No, it's 3% maximum gradient down, and the same what I have here on the layout is as well. Let me show you that. You see it there in the back. There I have a it goes up. A bridge will come in between. So here there will be a bridge position, so that the track is a little bit lower. That I can have some cars going underneath here, so that I can make a road. So I did that on this layout, but these are grades which is starting with 0.5%, then 1%, and then it goes up to a maximum of 2.5% grade. The music starts again. Which music? How can that be? Oh. Ah, yeah, sorry. It should be gone again. So let me see it. Yeah. That is when you were moving everything over to a different platform. Okay, maybe in other some other scenes there are still some music, but just let me know. So the music is back again. Is not back again, so it's now gone. So I hope that explains it, Sion, for you. Track plans are always to be changed, and if you're looking at the at this view, the overhead, you see that I have a staging yard, but that is not yet here on the layout. So the layout itself, I don't have the turnouts here at the front of at this section over here. So let me see here at this section. I hope you can see my mouse, because it's a little bit small. Let me do the following. Let me bring that one up. So let me enlarge it a little bit. Now you would be able to see. So I don't have that turnout over here and this turnout installed yet. So, but that is that's gonna be in other videos as well. So that will be there. That will be there. So, but yeah, for today, so the top view where it says H&H Express camping layout, that is by JMRI, and as mentioned earlier, I have JMRI running on a Raspberry Pi, so I hope nobody gets hungry because of a Pi, but it's running on a Raspberry Pi, and I have, let me see if I can, oh, where is it? Oh, there. Oh, so I have a turnout table. So I hope you can see it. Let me enlarge the screen again. So we have a turnout table, and for example, the bottom turnouts here, these two turnouts are connected to each other. They are separate turnouts because they are called MTC turnout 1 and STC 1. They are both in a thrown position. If I throw them, then you see that this turnout over here is now straight. And if I throw them, they are in a diverted state. So that means that the outer track goes into the inner track. And that is actually what I would like to get accomplished today. Because these turnouts, let me make the screen a little bit smaller. So these turnouts over here, which are the turnouts on the left side of the top picture. These one I'm not gonna connect it now. I'm gonna connect the ones which the ones which are over here. At least that's the plan, if everything works fine. But for that, we first need to connect the relay board. So cheers. Because I have, as mentioned, I'm using a Nano as a controller, which is controlled by JMRI, and this controller will control the turnouts. So I have two types of relay boards, and one thing, this relay board, where is it? Okay, this relay board, if I'm gonna put power on it and I'm gonna connect the pins, then the relay board doesn't do anything unless I say it so, that the relay needs to be switching. Yes, Andy, I know that is because I don't have a powered hub available at this moment. So Andy reports that the top right camera has some issues, and that is true. Currently, I have 3 cameras connected. I actually wanted to have, because I have a camera over here as well, that camera connected too. But since there is not enough power going over USB, I was barely getting the information there. But yeah, so so that is why one camera, that it would be this camera over here, is sometimes flickering because it doesn't get enough power to it. Luckily, this one does. But going back, so I have two types of relay boards. The relays itself are the same, and with the snap switches, is that I need to have two relays connected to one snap switch. The problem is that to be able to use a snap switch, you need to put power on one side, then it flips to that side. And if you put power on the other side, it flips to the other side. So, and you can only do that with two relays, because I would like to isolate the voltage on the board with. Hello, Mark from Donegal Dad Rail. Welcome to the stream. So glad you could join. What I'm gonna do first, and that is something which I wanted to show you here. So let me go to the other camera to connect the small board to this board, and for that we need to have some DuPont connectors. So these are DuPont connectors. So they have these are the female ones, because I have here all pins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add power to it. And with the Arduino Nano, I know that from here, so let me show you that. Here is a row of pins where one pin that near hereby, that's the ground. So I'm going to use the brown wire. And then the red wire, which will be the 5 volt. I'm going to put those in here. And I'm going to put them here on this board. This is the relay board. And we have the ground pin here and the VCC, which is 5 volt for these boards at the outside. So, and we can immediately see that the board will have power. No, this one doesn't show it. So now there is power to it. And I'm going to use another set of DuPont connectors. Hello, Trainman1. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join. So I have another set, and these will be connected to the control pins. So on the top screen, let me put the turnouts all to its standard. So I'm gonna use blue and green, and since I already programmed the Arduino, I'm gonna put the cables to it. So I'm using pin 2, 3, 4, and 5 to control the let me see if I can fit it, to control the snap switches. So here the same, and that is what I would like to show you with the different types of relay boards, because I use these snap switches, these relay boards on my layout. The one with the blue colored PCB. The one with the red colored PCB I can use as well, but I'll show you what the difference is. So let me connect only one relay. That would be 2 pins. I hope you can see it. So I now connected these 2 relays over here, and they are connected to Let me make that screen a little bit bigger. Let me move that one to the top. Oh no, I need to move it to there. Okay. So it's gonna be connected to the bottom left turnout, at least in JMRI. So as you can see, nothing happens on the board itself with the relay which I'm using. And if I'm now gonna flip turnout 1, I hope you saw it happening. Yeah, okay, the cable is a little bit in the way. So here are 2 LEDs, and if I'm gonna throw it, you see that one LED flashes, and then if I'm gonna hit it again, then the other LED flashes. And that is what you want. You want to put power on one side of the snap switch of the turnout, and then that is the one single pulse what the relay does. And then if you want to change the turnout again, then the other side of the turnout needs to get power, because the central pin is usually ground, and then you put power on one side or power on the other side from a snap switch, and then the turnout will turn. And that is what is established here on with this. So, but now in rest, now there is no current flowing. The relays are off. There is no power on it, and that is with this type of relay board. So that means it uses less power. So now I'm gonna remove all the cables, and I'm gonna do the same with this board, because it looks the same. We have the relays. So we have here the connectors to put the power on. We have here the relays, and the relays over here. We have some opticouplers over here. We have some LEDs, and the LEDs are here as well. So they look the same, but I can show you that they are not. So let's connect up power. So I'm gonna put 5 volt and ground to it. Now you can see that the board has power. The other one didn't have that. And now I'm gonna add the 2 cables. And you need to watch what's happening. You see that the relays are already activated, which means they are under constant load. So we would need to change the way the node controls the layout, or we would need to use this type of board on the layout. Now the problem here is that I need to control 7 turnouts, of which 2 pairs are grouped, and the grouped one is the bottom left 2 and the bottom right 2. So if I'm gonna move the table away, then you can see that this would be a pair. So that's, let's say, 1 turnout. And the right one is a pair, so that's the second turnout. Then I have here a cross, which is one turnout. So that's number 3, 4, and 5. So I would have 5 turnouts, and I need to have 10 relays, because one turnout is 2 relays to control the snap switches. And this has 8 relays, so I would need to be able to use this one. So let me see, where was it? Tom says those adapters are great, never enough 5-volt and ground pins on a Arduino. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's the baseboard, which there is. But the more power you're gonna draw from this, you would need to have a 5-volt or a 12-volt with a barrel plug here to connect to this one to get more power to the board, because it is now connected to the USB port of my Raspberry Pi, and that doesn't have that much power. But I'm gonna change that, because I already have a power supply from a small PC over here, and I added some extra wires to it, and this one is more than enough capable for the extra power which I need to control as well the snap switches as the relay boards. So that would be fine. Let me see. There was another thing. Invert the signals from the Arduino. Yes, that was one thing what I wanted to do, because I don't have any other boards than these with me at this moment. But then I need to rewrite the program a little bit for this board with the 8 relays. But that would be one solution. And I saw another one. So the red PCB uses more power. Well, it doesn't use that much power. It is only that the relays are constantly activated if they are not getting any information. So that is just, so I need to put the signal to low instead of high for this board. Hello, Ivo. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in. So that is what I will be doing. I will be rewriting that program. I will be doing that off. I'm not in the live stream at all, because I don't have it on my JMRI system. I have it on a separate laptop where I need to program it. So I need to disconnect this one, connect it up to the laptop, rewrite the program, and then put it back in. I could also do it in JMRI, because in JMRI, let me bring that table back up and make that screen a little bit better. Let me make that screen. Oh. Let me see. Let me see. Let me do this. So I would be able to do that in JMRI, because I can edit the turnout, and I can. Oh, it's on the front page. I can say it needs to be inverted, and then hit OK. But now it says that the turnout is thrown. Let me see if that works. Yeah. So now it's inverted. So I could do it in JMRI as well. Let me scroll back. So I just inverted it in JMRI, which is also an option. So if I gonna set it to diversion, you see that it now pulses the other way around. Let me remove that cable. You see? So that's also a possibility. And the turnout itself, because it says it's closed, is still showing closed here on the screen. So the next thing would be to hook up the turnout itself. Let me go to the camera scene, which means I would need to drill a hole here and add cables to it and add a power supply to it. But due to the problem which I had with the internet just before the live stream, I was not able to grab the extra power supply and do the cabling here on the relay board. So, but that would be the next step to do. So I can change the program because I would like to have JMRI running all the same, so that I don't have to worry, oh, this one is inverted and that one is not inverted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the program here in the Arduino Nano, and then make sure that all the pins are addressed. So, but there is another issue. The number of pins. I need to have 10. So if I'm going to pair the yes, they are. And actually, Ivo is asking questions. Are there any relay boards that come with a separate power supply for operating the relays? Well, these do. So if I'm bringing this up, there is a jumper here. I can remove this jumper, and then I can add separate power to this pin so that the relay itself gets power from an external power supply. So these already have that. For this board, however, this board doesn't have that one. It has a common ground or a separate ground, but here are the relays. They really get the power from the VCC, so the voltage from the Arduino. And therefore, that's the reason why I'm using this type of board on my layout at home, which gets separate power so that the Arduinos are not overloaded. So yes, they have that. Let me see. Would anyone else following the test run of the recent restored 41241 at Beekbergen? Well, I saw you posted a message on YouTube, Ivo, regarding that, but I didn't look at it yet. So, but that's yeah, that's those are steam engines. So would be nice to have them running again. Let me see. Has anyone seen SJ Trains World's first video? No, I did not see it yet. I will have to look that back when I end the stream. So I haven't seen that one. But going back to the Arduino, so there are plenty of options. I would like to keep everything the same. So that I don't have to worry about porting it to maybe another layout. Who knows? That I have to rewrite it again, and so I only brought one of these with me, and this one. So I'm just gonna use them for now, but later on in the layout I will change it. And these will fit underneath the layout here, because I hope you can see it. So with that camera over there, you see that the relay board is not visible when I place them underneath here. So they are very small, and also the Arduino can be put over here as well. But I need to check where I'm gonna put the Raspberry Pi. So probably in the next live stream, when I'm doing that in the caravan, I will hook that one up. It was the intention, but due to some technical issues with my router, I wasn't able to prepare that completely. So does anybody has any questions in regards to this? So just for reference, the Nano is connected to the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi runs JMRI, and the Arduino Nano runs a CMRI node config, which then sends out the information to the relay board. And the relay board, then the output, I'm gonna put 12 volt in the center pins, and then one side goes to one side of the snap switch and the other side goes to the other side of the snap switch, and then the center of the snap switch itself goes to ground. So we have a circuit, and since it only pulses for 1 second, it hits the turnout one direction. So let's say to a diverted or drone situation, and then if you hit the turnout again on the JMRI layout or on the turnout table, then it flips the other side around. So what make are the relay boards? Well, these came from I believe from what was it? I think most of the things I order via Amazon with Elegoo or what is the other brand? AZ Delivery. This one is a keys board. Yeah, and the Arduinos, those are which I'm using, are coming from Elegoo as well, and I buy them in packs because it's easier. Yeah, you can buy them on AliExpress or Banggood as well. I'm usually using Amazon because most of the things there are warehouses from Amazon in Europe itself, which means that if I'm gonna buy it from AliExpress, it will be sent from China off, and then if it's more than in this case 22 euros, you need to pay custom taxes and import taxes, etc. So it's gonna be expensive. So that's the reason why I buy it from Amazon, because they have warehouses in the Netherlands, in Germany, in France, and then there is nothing to worry about customs. And as Ivo already said, AliExpress is terrible expensive in the Netherlands after tax rule changes. Yeah, and the tax rule changes changed last year in July, so everything is much more expensive. And so unless it stays below the, I believe it's 22 euros. That's the limit. But then again, I buy them in large quantities. So bus wire, my limit, lol. even that confused me. I even don't have a bus wire running. Yeah, I have a wire going to my transformer because the track currently doesn't have power sections, what I would like to do. So, but I think this is why I'm sticking with DC. Oh, Finnerton. Then you didn't see my my system. I run DC, but I use DCC to control my DC layout. You need to check on the video how to control a DC train with a DC system, which I built. So actually, I still have that demo board with me. Let me see if that one fits. Let me go to the overhead camera. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Let me try to enlarge this one. And put that one underneath. So this is a small section of the DCC controller for controlling my DC power sections. So I have here the Arduino, which is my DCC EX station. I have here a fast switching optocoupler. That that one sends the signals to this sniffer. This is a DCC sniffer. It analyzes the data protocols which are created on the EX system and then sends only the information what I need to this controller, and that controller controls the power on these motor drivers via PWM pulse width modulation, so I can regulate the voltage. So I don't have to use a transformer to regulate it, but I'm using the motor drivers do it. I see that. Let me see. Sion, thank you for joining in, and have a good night. So see you in the next stream. So this is just a small section which controls 4 power sections on the board, and I have 12 of these motor drivers installed on my layout at home. So you can imagine. And it still runs on DC trains, so analog trains. So yeah, I think that would be it for today. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Yeah, sorry that it was a little bit later than usual, but at least the connection stayed up, and I think it was reasonable good, at least for the connection itself, so that that I can use this test section, except for the background music, then for a next show in the caravan. So yeah, I would like to thank everybody for joining in, and on your way out, hit that thumbs up. It's always good for the analytics, and I will see you in the next stream. Thank you.